Hi everybody, it's Julie. Today we have our pile of scraps and let's dive in. We are going to be making a book page pocket, collaging, adding an insert. This is our mini challenge in the challenge 3.2. It's the second mini challenge in the challenge for March, and the specifics of it will be given at the end. So I have torn out some book pages from one of my books, and we're going to go ahead and add glue to the bottom. This is one of my favorite things. It's very simple to do using up the book pages. So I'm just going to go ahead, put a line of glue down here at the bottom. I'm going to flip that over, and I'm going to come across this one and flip that over, and there we have our book page pocket. You could go ahead, make several of these, have them ready for lots of fun projects. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a second one. So again, I just have the ripped book page. I'm going to go ahead, fold that down, and I'm going to go ahead, take this one, fold it over. Okay, and these can be used for floating pockets. You can put them in the journal as a tuck, and oh, we've got, had some lint there. Okay, and there you go. So we have used this napkin in the journal before. Now, the one thing about mini challenge in the challenge, it can be for the journal, for the challenge, or for another project. And so I'm actually going to cut the bird off of this one, and this is probably going to be for another project or for some Happy Mail, because of course our journal is getting pretty chunky this month just with the items that were required. So I'm going to want to put a top on this glue, okay, because I want to use the bottom. And if you don't have a top on it, you won't have any pressure, and it won't be able to come out. This is kind of exciting because this is just pretty much going to cover our whole page here. And in just a minute here, I'm going to show you, I still have quite a bit of the Yaya spring junk journal kit left that I've been using in the journal that I've been making for March. So I am going to be using some of that as well, and so that I can put together just a really, if I have some items and ephemera ready, I can make a really quick journal with the pieces of the Yaya that is left. So I call this dry decoupaging. I just gonna go ahead and basically glue down the napkin. I'm not gonna put anything on top of it. I'm just putting it on the bottom. Now, I personally like to use a mixture of white and the cream colors. I pretty much do not distress. So I've got, this is the bottom of a guest check. I'm just going to add that right down there because there was a little bit of glue. Okay, and then since the other thing is I have these beautiful stickers that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it might be kind of pretty to use. Wow. Oh, it's got a dilly bobber there. So let's go ahead and pull, see if we can pull this out while we've got it. Okay, because I'll want to use this packaging probably, right? Well, we'll come back to that. Sorry about that. I'll just put that on there. Okay. I kind of like to create something beautiful today. I'm going to go ahead and add that right on there. Okay. I love that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we're going to want to make an insert for this. And, wow, I think this might actually fit it. That was not planned, but I think that will fit inside our pocket. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on there. We're just going to go ahead and create around it. You hear the birds right out there, right outside the window. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go ahead and actually turn this into a tag the old-fashioned way by cutting the corner and then taking that corner over to the other edge and just cutting that. And we'll have ourselves a tag. And we're going to go ahead and collage on this. I have a variety of papers here, starting with the tissue that we've been using. I think there's a smaller piece. There is. Okay, so we just go ahead and cut a piece of that. We can go ahead and put it, or we can go ahead and just put glue down on here. You want to go all the way to the edge. It is wet glue, so if we work quickly. Okay, we're going to put that down there. I have, this is some parchment paper, coffee dyed parchment paper. It's actually really cool looking. I have a piece of doily even. I think I might want to put that up on the top of something. Okay, some of the crossword puzzle that you know that I love to use. So we'll come back and glue down those edges probably. We have this piece from the napkin. Let's go ahead and put down enough glue for this napkin to go down. Okay. Oh, we have some of the gold. So really simply just piecing collaged pieces on here. Okay, and letting them overlap each other. Whoop. going to get some glue on this tissue and then pull it down, because there we go. We've been using this beautiful gold tissue throughout this journal, so I think that will be throughout the journal that I made. It may end up going in there, huh? Keep saying. Okay, there we go. And then I do want to come and add some glue down behind where this was. Make sure that it is going to stay down. Okay. So tissue paper, napkin, crossword puzzle. Have to make sure that we're down. We're going to let that dry. But I do think I want to add this napkin also. I mean napkin. This doily. I was looking at the napkin to see how it was drying. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to come back and clean up these edges. And then we'll start on the second one. I love it when I can use packaging in a journal, especially when it can be used as soon as it came out. Okay. There we go. And get all these pieces off my scissors. Oh, we didn't trim the bottom yet. I'll trim the bottom. Okay. Okay, so we have the bird and we have this tag that will be able to go inside of it, and we have our second one is ready, and this one we're going to go ahead and we're going to decoupage the pocket, dry decoupage. I don't like to use decoupage itself in my journals, so I'm going to use the same items. So the sewing pattern, the yeah, what is that? That is the crossword puzzle. Piece of the napkin. Gold tissue and gold tissue. Doily. Okay, and so let's go ahead and move that over so we have, actually we're going to pull this off the table. Okay, and we'll go ahead and we're going to glue this down. So we have that, 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 that. Okay, so so just like we did before, I'm using the bottom of this glue. I'm going to go ahead and put the glue on the whole thing. As long as you're ready to work fast and that you don't mind going back and putting glue underneath your pieces. Okay, so starting with the sewing pattern. Okay. And I like the wrinkles, so that is totally a matter of preference, whether you like wrinkles or not on your projects. I don't mind the wrinkles. It's a good thing because, you know, I'm 58 and there are wrinkles. There are wrinkles. Okay, so I'm going to put this one up here. So I want to add a little bit of the glue where it is going. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and I don't want to lose that butterfly. Darn. Okay, put glue on this. Yes, I did just cut out a hole for my butterfly. I might have just, yeah, I did. Okay. And then I have the gold paper. So do you like to use like pattern paper and tissue paper, wrapping paper, wallpaper? There's so many other, parchment paper, so many other things that you can add to your journals that are just so awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I've got a place here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this. Oh, I like the word special. You know I like the word special. Like that. Or maybe you didn't know that. That's one of my other... Enjoy is my favorite word. But I like special too. Something special. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, look at, we got this little piece of the gold here stuck to my finger. I think it can go right here. Help with that. Okay. Okay, so that is covered that. So we have collaged a pocket and collaged a tag. We added a napkin to a pocket. And then we are going to make an insert for this pocket that's different. Okay, so that gives us a collaged pocket. You can see it's not super bulky. Do we have any places that need... Maybe right across there. Now, of course, we could cut this down, but why when there's actually a piece of napkin that is the right size to fit right across there. So we went ahead and reused even some of the little pieces. Okay, so that is that. Oh, we wanted to add our doily. Okay, so we'll come and bring the doily on this one down this side. Okay, so right here, actually, like this. Get the glue off my fingers. Ta-da! Flip it over. And if you had your stuff out, you could just keep doing this and, you know, assembly line. Okay. We added this at the end, so let's go ahead and any little pieces that are like hanging off, that if they didn't go down when I glued them like I was gluing. Okay, so there we have our collaged pocket and our collage tag. So this is what I have left of the Yaya kit, and I want to make a little booklet to go into a journal. So I'm looking for the right what if we do just the yellow rose? That way if it ends up in the Yaya, that's okay. So this is the Yaya Spring Collage Digital Kit, and it is on sale in the Etsy shop along with all the spring stuff and the brand new Swing into Spring, which features people on swings from the early 1900s, late 1800s, and the 7 Days of Spring, which is the kit for the collab with Kara Brandon. I'm going to go ahead and rip this while I'm looking around my desk for something to make what I want to make here. Okay, so there is the rose. You know what I have? I just was going through one of the boxes from my mom's stuff, and I have these, and so I'm thinking we could go ahead and collage onto those. Okay. It's like, what could we don't need to do a whole lot for the front piece. And we could just use, this back piece as the back piece. We could use this back piece as the back piece. Something different. Yeah. We can change our mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and collage the back piece, and we will go ahead and use some of the items that we used before. Okay. So this is a way to get rid of bigger scraps. Okay. Put that right on there. Just go ahead and I think this one will be fun on here because we can go ahead and leave it so you can see the vanity setup through the tissue paper. I think that will be kind of cool. And look around, see what else we have that we can use for collage, because we put stuff away. Don't need a whole lot. We need a piece to go there. I don't want to waste that on the back of something. Do we have more of the gold paper? Did we use all the gold tissue paper? Okay, so up here I have, oh, look. So if you weren't here when I started using this gold tissue paper, my husband actually used this to wrap one of my Christmas presents. So okay, so we can go ahead and put down what we can put down. And then come back in with the glue. And put the glue on. This tissue paper does have something in it that makes it a little stronger than your average tissue paper. So you can get it wet directly also. Okay, so there's that. And you know what? What if we go ahead and add a Flinch card? You know, since we've got it and it's out here. So the Flinch cards are from the Dear Julie Etsy shop also, and they feature the cards up from 1 to 31 in the regular size, and then you can go ahead and print them like 5 by 7. These were printed 5 by 7, the ones that I'm using, and they are really fun to use in your projects. I think they're really a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and trim this down, and this is going to be the back of this little insert that we're going to make. So you could go through and collage a few of these. They could be journaling cards as well. So, and I think the vanity thing is a fun little extra. Here's a sneak peek of what's on my desk. If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving hi. And say hello to Lucy. Hi, Lucy. So if you're here for the premiere, make sure you hit that live chat button. Come on over and join us in the live chat. I just wanted to remind you, we also have a free digital kit in the Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Facebook group. It's in the file section, and it's there while we are home, safer at home. Do check out the sale in the Dear Julie Etsy shop, and let's get back to our program. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and we just need to go around the edges of this and get some of the collage, and that will make it so that it all matches. There we go. So I think we'll just piece of tissue. Piece of tissue. Okay, so just like that, we'll go all the way around. And I'm coming off the edge so that I can just trim the edge like we've been doing. Oh, we have mulberry paper. We can add that too. We've been using the mulberry paper in this, and the actual journal that I've been making, we've been using the mulberry paper. So if this ends up in the actual journal, and it can be that just parts of this ends up in the journal, like just the tags could, from the mini challenge, could end up in the journal. And then the pockets could go somewhere else. But these are not super bulky, so we'll see. Okay, so still just adding pieces around the edge. I don't think I want to add that. Some more gold. I don't have any gold down at the bottom yet. Okay, and we can wrinkle it even. Can wrinkle it on purpose, just for different texture effect. Probably would have been easier to just go ahead and decorate the whole page, but now we know that, right? But then we wouldn't have been able to use up the little pieces. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check this out. Ooh, I like it. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and add glue around the outside. Whoop. Go ahead, put it down. Okay. So we did basically a collaged frame for the cover of this. And then we'll need to I have glue everywhere. Do you get glue everywhere? Probably not. It's probably just me. Okay, here we go. We're going to trim down the edge of this frame. so that is the cover. This is the back piece. Okay. And I'll go ahead and get the glue up off the table. It is time for a new table cover, and I did purchase it, but I don't remember where I put it. Okay, I think these can go in the trash. I think we can go ahead and clear off my scissors. So these are the Teflon resist the sticky scissors. I love them. I got mine at Joann's a few years ago. I have not seen them since. So if you remember from the pile of papers from a few days ago, we had these ledger papers in there, and since it's sideways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut off the numbers. It's okay. We'll have the numbers show up in something somewhere, but that way it fits. And then let's come over here, and we're going to trim it using this. Okay, and this is one of the this one right here is like postcard size from the journal, and I think we can go ahead and put this down. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and pull out the Yaya papers again. I have put them away somewhere really good. I found them. Okay. Those are still drying. Okay. Okay, so I have that, and it's cardstock. Oh, don't want to. Okay, so this was an extra cardstock, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off this one here. Okay, and I'm going to fold this over. I'm going to line it up on the top because that one was the natural straight line. And I want to see if this is going to fit, because remember that was different. Okay, so let's go ahead. I folded it right to the rows right there. Okay, and then fold it back. And now I'm going to fold it and give it just a tiny little gusset thingy. Okay, so make sure I'm straight when I'm you can use a scoreboard for this. Be smart. It's about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so that little right like that. Okay. And on this side, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it so that I'm right next to the little girl. Okay. Then I'm going to bring this over And it looks like if I cut it right on the actual postcard picture, we should be right on this. Okay, so we've got our front and our back. We'll go ahead and put this little piece on here. Okay, line it up. And grab a hole punch. I'm going to use the big punch because, okay, so I want to make sure that the inside papers, whatever I'm using, is up against the edge in there as well, so that when I punch, I'm through all the papers. Oh, good luck with this, right? Well, you know what that means? That means I have to use the crocodile. That's okay. So, larger punch of the crocodile. The crocodile. Okay. Ta-da. Always just plan to use your crocodile punch. Okay. There we go. And, oh, look it. Okay. I can tie, it won't be able to be a bow. It will just be a knot. We'll try it, because it is one of the scraps I need to use up. That is what this challenge is all about. Scrap busting. If you're still here, come back and put in the comments, scrap busting. That's the magic word of the day. Scrap busting. Hint, hint. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we just tied it in the knot. So we did the collaged frame, and then we have these pages. And you can go ahead and fold them, or you can just leave it so that it is ready. Okay, so there's that. I love it. I love it. Just a little collaged insert thingy that is going to be able to go into one of our pockets. Okay. The pocket still needs to dry, you guys. But there you go. We have that insert that will go in there. So I am going to just do a little bit of embellishing on this, or give you some ideas, so we can go ahead and bring in a Flinch card, possibly along with, from the Yaya kit, I have the mini ephemera page. So one of the mini ephemera pages and the mini. So the really small one. And then we have this one, I think. And then we have the wallet size here. I like that one. So I can tell you the second part of the mini challenge this week is to finish a project that you have in your, that you've been that you need to finish. Okay. Oh, I like that better. Okay, so goodbye Flinch Card. Not going to use you. We're going to use some of this pink file folder. Pink file folder. And pink file folder and postage scissors. So I hope that you are going to join Kara Brandon Creations and Dear Julie beginning March 20th with the 7 Days of Spring collaboration. We have both put together 7-page digital kits that we will be using along with several others that are going to play along. And we are making fun projects. It doesn't have to be a journal. I will be making a journal with our items, but you can make other projects, and people will be sharing on YouTube, in Facebook groups, and on Instagram what they are making. So each day you take the page of the day from Dear Julie and from Kara Brandon, and you make things out of those. So the kits are available now in our Etsy shops, the Dear Julie Etsy shop and Kara Brandon Creations. And the early bird special through March 19th is 50% off those kits. And then on March 20th, we start using them. And you can play along and post what you do. We will have a playlist where you'll be able to post your projects for the day. And we did this for Valentine's Day, and we did it 12 days of Christmas. It was a lot of fun. Everybody had a lot of fun, so we decided to do it again. Okay, so there's our little note paper. It is a little, I don't know, it's I'm going to have to keep playing with it because it's a little wrinkly. Might just have to go set it under Monet. That's my giant Monet book that helps to flatten things out once they're dry. But I do love it. I really do love it. So what is the mini challenge in the challenge? Well, as you can see, you are to make 2 book page pockets and 2 inserts. Would like you to make one of these type of inserts with the little spine and the pages on the inside, and using 2 freestanding cards. Okay, so rather than one long card that's folded, 2 freestanding cards. I'm trying to give you ideas on how to use scraps and things that you have. So the 2 freestanding cards, to me that was more of a scrap. So your other insert is to be from packaging, and then you are to collage in the big paper style. Okay, so the big paper collaging style on your one of your inserts and one of your pockets. Okay, so you'll have 4 items when you're finished. This one is freestyle. Okay, so like a deck, you know, and very simple. A napkin and a sticker is that, and the guest check. So napkin, sticker, guest check. So freestyle 3 items. There you go. Freestyle 3 items on one. Then at least 5 items in your collaging on the large tag and the pocket. So the really cool thing about these is this is all you have to do for the mini challenge. Then you can come back in and you can put those clusters and things that you've been wondering, well, what am I going to do with those? Well, you can come back in and decorate these very basic pieces with those. So, but I mean, I think this is something that you could make. You could make your base with no color. So if this didn't have this color right here, I could make, you know, 10, 20 of those and have them ready, and they could pretty much go into anything that is close to this style. So, so there you go. 2 pockets. One is collaged, large collage or patchwork style. Free for all, where you get to put 3 items on this pocket. You're going to make this insert, and do a collage frame. Okay, so spine, 2 pieces, collaged frame, and some papers inside of it. Okay, those are your specifics on that. Okay, so that's their mini challenge and the challenge 3.2. That means March. It's the second one in March and 2021. Let's see, your deadline will be 3/19, and you post your finished project in the mini challenge and the challenge 3.2 post that is in the March Scrapbuster Junk Journal Challenge 2021 Facebook group. Okay, so if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. And I'm going to go ahead and put a collage video right up here for you to watch right after this one, as well as a Just Junk Journal playlist. And so go watch those. YouTube really likes it when you go watch another video after you watch one that you enjoyed. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow, and find something to celebrate every day. Bye. Bye-bye.